welcome back to a new video. So Let's Resin has kindly sent me some more resin, which I'm really excited about. In between them sending me the first lot and sending me this lot, I did buy myself some more resin as well. So I'm going to show you this set of what you get in this little box before we carry on. But in this video I am going to use the resin that I've already got open before I open these, but it is the same resin, it's just in different style. It's in a slightly bigger pots, jars, plastic tubs, you know what I mean? So in this kit, you will have seen this in my last video, but you get the two different part A, part B of the resin. You get 10 wood sticks, 5 pipettes, 2 gloves, 2 little silicone measuring jugs, and that is what you get in that. This little packet here is a little mold, bookmark mold set. So you get, I'll show you, hang on, we'll go through them. Right, you get like a whole ton of different coloured tassels, which is great. Oh, I love them. I have got some of these as well, because I have these for my crafts, for my junk journals. So yeah, you get the resin mold manual, which I do flip through, but I'm going to skip forward. You also get like a little collections leaflet as well. I think it shows other stuff that they do. I can't actually remember what's in that one, but I'm sure it just shows other collections. So in this little bag is the bookmark molds. These molds actually have the Let's Resin logo on, which the jar mold didn't. But these do. There's also something else that I want to show you as well on these, which was really helpful. So that one is a kind of cat and moons and stars bookmark, and this one is just the plain bookmarks, which is the ones that we're going to use today. So when you're, look, so on the back of the logo it says 5.3 fluid ounces. So that's how much resin you'll need to fill in these bookmarks, which is great because now I know how much to mix up, right? Because I just waste it otherwise. So I have got, this is my resin, so these are in this is the ones that I bought. I got 30% off this kit at the time. It was a brilliant bargain, it was. So here is me working out 5.3 fluid ounces is 156 mils in total. So I want to mix that between 2 pots, which means I will need 39 mils of part A and 39 mils of part B in one jar, and then 39 of each again in the other jar. Not the jar, the measuring cup thing, I don't know what you want to call it. So this is me adding part A. I think I do go slightly over 40 mils, but I didn't mean to, but I did. And then this is me just showing you part B, so I'm going to add part B. So again, equal amounts of part B as A in each of the measuring cups. And when you're doing this, make sure you wear gloves and masks and all that. You want to make sure that you are keeping yourself safe. Though this one doesn't smell, there's no horrible smell that comes off this epoxy resin, but I'm sure there will still be fumes, so just make sure you do keep yourself protected. Now comes the boring part. You have to mix it for 3 minutes slowly. So I had to do that for 6 minutes on each one. In my other kit with my bigger pots of epoxy resin, I got these smaller measuring cup things. They're plastic throwaway ones, they're not silicone. I'm going to tip some of my resin out into 2 of these because one's going to be mixed with glitter and one's going to be mixed with acrylic paint. I'm using these little clouds and raindrops from Nail Sugar. These are actually discontinued, but if you do want to go and have a look on Nail Sugar's website, you can save 10% using my code NATMUG10. So those are in there. These mica powders you can get from Let's Resin. I think I have a Let's Resin discount code, so I'll leave the links below for the websites. I think I've got links for the websites, so I'm not sure. And I will leave the Amazon links to each of the products that I've used today, so that you can go and find them straight away. If you're in the UK, I think the Amazon ones will be for the UK. But I'm using a little bit of the dark blue mica powder in, I just made sure I topped my cup up a little bit. This is the dark blue Let's Resin mica powder. They do loads of different mica powders, by the way. These ones I got with the last kit of epoxy resin that I bought with those slightly bigger pots. So I've put a little bit in. I'm going to stir it, and I decided that I needed actually a little bit more. And remember to make sure you stir it slowly. The second time I added some, I actually put way more in than I had anticipated. So just be careful, because I kind of ended up just like pouring it in. I'm going to give it a mix, and we're going to fast forward. Then I am going to use some white acrylic paint. If you use pouring acrylic, it's a lot easier to mix in. You can also get some Let's Resin pigment, which is similar to the mica powder, but the resin will have like just a solid color. It won't have that shimmer to it. I'm sure Let's Resin have that. Can't remember if I saw it on Amazon or on the website. But yeah, that will just, you could use that instead of like a pouring acrylic. Like if I had a white resin pigment, I would have used that in this, but I don't, so I'm going to use the acrylic paint. Right, and then just going to mix up those clouds and raindrops. By the way, the next part of this video is going to be, no, half the video is going to be me doing the voiceover. The last half of the video is going to be me actually in real time speaking. Right, for some reason, I don't know why, if I were to do this again, I don't think I'd put the clear in like this first. I'm not quite sure. I'm still, obviously, this is like only, well, this is the first time I've done resin in bookmarks flat like this. I've done 3 jars so far, so I'm still very, 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 very new to epoxy resin. This, I was trying to get the resin to go all around the the bookmark, but because it's silicone, it was kind of what do you call it? You know when you do on nails, when you do nails and the gel polish doesn't want to stick to the nail, it separates. Is that the right word? What's the word? Shrinks. It shrinks. I think that's the word. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it shrinks. You know, that's kind of what I was having issues with here. I don't think I put enough resin in either. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the blue. And I was trying to add the blue in. By the way, isn't this blue just amazing? I hadn't mixed the mica powder. I hadn't mixed in properly. There was a little lump of it, a lump of or 2 or 3. But yeah, whoopsie daisies. By the way, this is so fun. If you haven't had or tried doing epoxy resin things, if you get the chance, do it. It's just, I love it. It's just so creative. You can let your creative juices flow. So I've just put the blue in randomly. At this point, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but there was loads of blue left. So I was kind of trying to add it between all 4 bookmarks. There we go. And then this is the white. I did end up with some, I think I might have said, I ended up with some acrylic paint on the end of the stick, but who cares? Right, now I'm going to pour, oh, I tried to do this, I don't know if it's because I put acrylic paint in this, but the pipette didn't want to suck it up it didn't want to not spit the paint out, that's not a nice way of saying it, but it didn't want to release the white very well. So I ended up just pouring it through the already placed resin with the mica powder in. I was just going aimlessly at this point. I didn't really know what I was trying to achieve here. Well, I kind of did, but I just didn't quite know how I was supposed to get there. Oh dear, this is like a bit of a wing it job. Then I'm going to take some of the clouds and the raindrops and I'm going to pour those onto the bookmark as well. I was trying to get them to separate quite nicely so that I had it ended up that I had a cluster of these little clouds, and my nan just rang. So it cut off the voice note. I think I was talking about the little clouds and raindrops ended up forming like clusters where I put them on the top of the bookmarks. A lot of them had fallen to the bottom. They sink to the bottom, so they ended up in like clusters. So I think if I was to do it again, I might put like less of them and then maybe try and spread them out more evenly. I don't know how, but I'll get there eventually. And then I had a load of this clear left, which I had to use to fill out the bookmarks. So yeah, I done that, obviously. And they start, some of them, I ended up putting a little bit of weight on the corners where they would curling up a little bit. Oh, this is my heat gun. I'm just doing this over the top just to try and get rid of any air bubbles. It also helped the resin kind of not marble a little bit, but spread out a little bit. And then also I then decided to take this little lollipop stick and just run it through the bookmarks, through the resin. Yeah, so whatever pattern I'd made before just didn't matter because we're just going mad with it now. We're making it I've got a cough, making it a wiggle. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm gonna, no I'm not, I think I'm gonna do something else. Yes I do, because I've got some leftover resin, because I think where I'd added the, I don't know if I'm repeating myself now, where I added the acrylic paint and the glitter, I think it might have bulked out the resin a little bit. So I just put these little holographic stars. Again, these are from Nail Sugar, but they don't do these anymore. There are chameleon stars and really cute rose gold stars though, by the way. But I'm just going to put these over this moon phase bookmark. And then I'm going to leave them to cure. You can demold them after a few hours, I think, but they don't finish fully curing for, I think it's about 24 hours. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, next part is going to be me talking. Okay, so the terribly impatient person in me was trying to demold these before they were quite ready. So this one has left some, it looks like stretch marks. I think it's where I was kind of trying to do that. This one is also still a little bit bendy. I'm wondering if that last bit of epoxy resin that I had in the pot, I hadn't mixed properly enough. I don't know, but can you see all they look like stretch marks. It's my own fault. It looks like my belly after having children. Anyway, that's that one. I mean, this one, I'm sure it will harden up over time. I just think I've been incredibly impatient with it. And it's not that, I mean, it is quite bendy, but it's not terribly bendy. But you can demold them before they're fully cured anyway. So these are the other ones. I have gone around and just like, so they should just, these ones are properly, so they should just, yeah. See, these will still be a bit bent. These aren't as bendy, which is really weird. I don't quite know why. So yeah, oh look. So this is the back side. The little, I think I put way too many clouds and raindrops in. But like, I mean, it was my first go. I don't know, I might donate these to the church. These ones. See if they can get some money for them in Pam's little stall. I love the way the acrylic paint and the mica powder has kind of, I don't know if it looks like clouds or if it looks like the clouds over the ocean. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, look, you can definitely see where the things have, yeah, they've fallen, they've kind of sunk. So they've gone to the back or the front. I don't know if that would be the back or the front. But that's them. I mean, that was my first go. Maybe next time I will just sprinkle some of these on the top. And then just, because they were supposed to be clouds with the raindrops. Because reading a book, I feel like books are for rainy, cozy days, you know? And so I thought, right, we'll try and do some rainy bookmarks. But anyway, so that's those done. And then they, obviously you've got these little tassels. So like you could, so these, the little raindrops are, can you see they're like purpley colour? So you could have a little, if I can get it through, little purple tassel. Oh, I'm making this look harder than it actually is. Look, see, that actually goes really nice with those. Yeah, they're a bit as well, they're a bit I think where these were in the packaging, they'd kind of, because the packaging, the bag was a little bit smaller than these, so they'd kind of curled up a little bit. So this, I can't remember which, if it's, yeah, this one is, it looks, I don't know if you can see where the light is, it looks slightly curved, and I think that's, I don't know if you can, it looks slightly curved, I think, only slightly. I mean, it wouldn't bother me, but it might bother some people. But yeah, I mean, we could do, see, look, all my stuff's blue and purple, it's terrible. We could do a darker purple. Oh, I just realised I don't have any blues. Or do I? And they've fallen down the back of my desk. Hang on. Oh, there's some down here. Yeah, I thought we had more. There we go, look. Whew, so we could have a blue as well. There we go. Oh, they're quite nice, aren't they? I don't think they're too bad. So there we go, some little bookmarks. Ta-da! Anyway, I'm going to leave the, I think I've got a discount code for Let's Resin, so I'll leave that down in the description box. If I haven't, I will leave the links, the Amazon links to the products that I've used down in the description box for you. But yeah, all the information will be down in the description box. I just can't remember any of it off the top of my head. So thanks for watching. Oh, and this one, I've got to do something with this one. I don't like orange though. Have I used that one? No, I haven't. See, I could put that one with that one, couldn't I? And that, can you see the moon phases? There we go. I think that goes quite nice with that. Right, there we go. Anyway, look, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing so you don't miss any future content from myself. Thank you, Let's Resin, for sending me the bookmarks and some resin to try. Again, I love doing this. We're going to do some more stuff. I love you lots, and I will see you all in the next one. God bless. Love you. Bye.